How could you possibly love white people so much?
It's easy. Have you ever looked at them? White man just a joy to be around. They smell like lemon juice and pledge furniture cleaner. And look at them. They gave us discipline, jobs, put structure in our lives, took us out the jungle. What's going on here? What's going on over there? Oh, it's just two niggas killing each other. Proceed. Don't trust them new niggas over there, leaving they nigga essence in the air. Them happy, nappy niggas with the fingers on the trigger. Don't trust them new niggas over there. Save me, wasn't nothing wrong with slavery. At least we got good food back then. White man sure could be yo. Hear ye. White God is a good God. Even darkies can rejoice. For even one's placed with the skin of coal can enter the gates of paradise if he hates his own blackness. In white Jesus' name, amen. Yet another reminder that no matter how much money you got, you still just a nigga.
Peace, family. Welcome to Black Star TV 2.0. It's your boy Black Star, and welcome to another episode. If you subscribe to the channel, thank you. I appreciate all the love and support. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, that like button, that share button, and the notification bell. Today, we're going to get into Donald Trump just announced that he's running again. I think the Democrats are in trouble. We're going to talk about Roland Dalton Jr. and his press release statement today. He's the author and the director of the Hebrew to Negros. He said he ain't apologizing. We're going to read his press statement. I got a couple other things for y'all I want y'all to see too. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with Donald Trump announcing that he's running for president. Let me share my screen for y'all. Yo, I'm telling you right now, the Democrats are in trouble. Trouble. You heard? All right, so y'all know I gotta play this off my what's the name? Oh, I'm sorry, family. I'm sorry. Hold on. I actually got the wrong one.
In order to make America great and glorious again, I am tonight announcing my candidacy for President of the United States. Our country is in a horrible state. We're in grave trouble. This is not a task for a politician or a conventional candidate. This is a task for a great movement that embodies the courage, confidence, and the spirit of the American people. This is a movement. This is not for any one individual. This is a job for tens of millions of proud people working together from all across the land and from all walks of life, young and old, black and white, Hispanic and Asian, many of whom we have brought together for the very, very first time.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, it's trouble for the Democrats. And I'm going to tell you that I feel like Trump is going to have a different strategy than he had before. And I'm not pro-Trump at all. I still believe Trump, if Trump wants to get the black vote, you still going to have to come off some tangibles, fam. You're going to have to come off that anti-hate crime bill. You still going to have to do something, though. I don't think just closing the border is really going to be enough to get the black vote. But again, that does help a lot. And this is why I try to tell people who like the Democrats, it's almost like we're voting for, parties instead of policies. Because when you delve down to policies, then you're seeing that, the Democrats actually don't have our best interest at heart. And I made this real quick. So I'm going to let y'all see this because this is a Democrat. I forgot his name, but he's a Democrat. And he's talking this immigration thing. And then I have a video, just watch. And then they're going to show you that the immigration doesn't help us. So here we go.
Now more than ever, we're short of workers. We have a population that is not reproducing it on its own with the same level that it used to. The only way we're going to have a great future in America is if we welcome and embrace immigrants, the dreamers and all of them, because our ultimate goal is to help the dreamers, but get a path to citizenship for all 11 million or however many undocumented there are here.
There were at least 3 hearings that we conducted, one of which was designed specifically to determine the effect of illegal immigration on black workers. We had a panel of experts who testified, and they spanned the ideological spectrum. Regardless of whether or not they disagreed on discrete policy issues, each and every one of them agreed that illegal immigration has a decidedly negative impact on black wage levels and employment levels. If you've got a significant influx of low-wage labor, what does it do? It depresses wage levels, correct? And what we found also was, regardless of the wage levels, illegal immigrants displaced black workers in areas that had traditionally been populated by black workers. And the reason for that is because what you find is black workers, particularly black males, are disproportionately concentrated in the low-wage labor market and are disproportionately likely to have no more than a high school diploma. And the same is true for the cohort of illegal aliens, and they compete with one another in areas such as construction, hospitality, service, and agriculture. This was not a small displacement either. We had one witness who testified that after he had run the numbers, he found that 40% of the decline in labor participation rates among black workers over 3 decades was attributable to competition from illegal immigration. Comes to nearly 1 million fewer jobs for black Americans as a result of the competition from illegal immigrants. And it's not just the employment levels, it's the wage levels also.
So again, family, there you go. You have it. They talking about bringing 11 million immigrants is here and undocumented at that. So that means they're illegal. So again, we got a bunch of illegal immigrants. You trying to give them all these jobs, but we actually have people in America that need to work. We have a lot of unemployment, right? So again, these, of course, you know, the Democrats, they tied in with the corporations. So the corporations need that the immigrants to come in so they can get cheap wage levels, right? So they can get that cheap labor. So this is why I say you shouldn't vote for party. You should vote for policy. Now, we know that the Republicans, right, they are pro the wall, right? They pro the wall. They don't want immigrants coming into the country like that. So that's a plus for us. So when we sit here and try to knock people for taking down the wall or for Trump putting up the wall, excuse me, it really doesn't make sense. And that's why I said they're against all this whole gender thing with your children in school. Like, these are all things. That's why when people say that most black people are actually conservative to an extent, you know, I think the Republicans just come off you know, too racist. But that's another thing I think Trump is about to stop doing. This is why, again, when you just heard in his thing, he was talking about all groups. He was talking about all people. He didn't leave anybody out. So I think that he's going to run on a different type of time, which is going to kill the Democrats. That's going to kill them. And shout out to Tariq, because Tariq said that the other day. He said, if Trump, you know, just gets away from them known white supremacist groups, bro, he in there. He in the door. He in the door. All you got to do is stay away from the bigots. You feel me? You stay away from the bigots, you're going to win. Like, you're going to win hands down. First of all, Joe Biden he don't even have it all. Like, seriously, he doesn't have it all. This dude is shaking people's hands by like people whose hands ain't even there. Nobody's even there. He's going to go shake a person's hand. It's the air. Like, you feel what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the Democrats is over. But let me show you something that I posted on Facebook. So let me share my screen. I'm gonna show you something I posted on Facebook real quick. So I said Trump running again. Remember, Biden said if we don't vote for him, we're not black. Asians got an anti-hate crime bill, right? And I actually put in the comments because a sister you know, challenged me on what I was saying. So let me see if I can tap on that. So again, this is shout out to my brother Beatzilla, who I actually got this for. Make sure y'all tap into Beatzilla PDX official YouTube channel, because he's going to be talking about this as well. So again, FBI reveals U.S. hate crime surged to the highest level in 12 years. Most offenders are white. So the people who are actually committing these hate crimes, majority of them are white people, and the attacks on black people rose from 1,930 to 2,755, while attacks on Asians increased from 161 to 274. But see, they got a hate crime bill, and that's why I'm saying. So I might read a little bit of what me and the sister. What me and the sister was going back and forth. Hold on. Let me see if I can get to it. Again, and that's why I was saying too, because we got majority of us, and this is why I say the Democrats are done, and we don't really owe the Republicans really don't owe us, because we don't vote for them. 6% of black women voted for Trump, 12% of black men voted for Trump, right? But you have a lot of Latinos and a lot of these other groups actually voting for him. So really, this isn't actually black people's fault of why the Republicans are actually losing, right? Well, it actually is black people's. We are the reason the Republicans are losing, and we're the reason that the Democrats are winning. But also, that's who owes us, right? Simple fact that we sit here and vote, they owe us. And because everybody tries to say, oh, well, the Democrats, how you going to get all the, damn, why is this? It's not loading. Sorry, family. Let me show you the comments, because she tried to challenge some of the stuff I said. Shout out to this sister, whoever she is. She said other parties are also failing us to put forth alternative candidates, keeping us in a two-party system, i.e. working families in New York and fusion voting, right? So I said all parties have an agenda, so no matter if it's an alternate candidate, the agenda is practicing benign neglect for FBA freedmen is what's happening, right? Is what happens. She said, "You right," with the little thing. I think that was a little slight. So clearly there needs to be a party with freedom agenda. What would the agenda be? Let me see. So I said the agenda is reparations, annuity payments for life, annual or monthly or quarterly, black anti-hate bill like the Asians receive, since blacks have the most hate crimes committed against them than every other group, land, tax exemption status, free health care, Freedmen Affairs Commission like the natives have, our own police agencies, pretty much everything the natives get, right? So she said, and what will be the broader social and economic policies that support advancing that agenda, right? So I said, what's the broader social economic policy for the natives? Because they don't have no broader economic policies, nigga. The U.S. just passed out that bread, right? What was the policy for the Asians? Yeah, because the Asians got that, and I put an executive order will handle all of that, right? She didn't respond to that. And then I posted that. But again, right? So here we go. Yes, this is all the stuff we need. And they try to, I don't know who this female is. She just happened to start just commenting on my stuff, and then I was just like, all right, well, I friended her, and then she accepted it. But a lot of the stuff like that, these people who are Democrat, I'm not saying she's a Democratic shield, but a lot of people who are on the Democratic train, right, expect us to keep voting for things, voting for them, and nothing, and we get nothing out the deal, right? So it's just like, all right, so what's our agenda? Our agenda is reparations and everything else we said. So, but it's funny because these other people don't really have agendas. Like the Asians didn't have an agenda for a hate crime bill. It just happened, right? Joe Biden signed the executive order, and that just John just happened. Like, we always have to do all this and this whole social thing and everybody joining in and creating new parties and all of this other stuff. We have to do all these loops and flips to get what we need done for us when other people don't do that, right? Other people don't have to go through that. So I feel like Democrats is over. That shit is over, dog. Because for real, and a lot of these people do what they do. And I meant to tell y'all, Roland Martin blocked me. That's why I had made that little coon video about him or whatever. But yeah, he blocked me. I didn't even know he blocked me. I don't even really be. I do jump in his comments, but I'll be playing like the video of the immigration center research, right? It like videos like that I'll put in his comments. Like, okay, so y'all keep pushing, Democrats keep pushing immigration, but immigration is hurting us, right? So again, they don't want anybody to be able to argue back with them. They don't want anybody who's going to, push the line against the little agenda that the Democrats have. Because I remember one day he was saying, oh, the Asian crime bill is for Asians, you silly Simons, or whatever he be calling us or whatever, right? So he's always degrading us, right? Especially our sister Vicky Dillard. And so he was saying that, but then when people put up the PDF of the Asian hate crime bill, Asians was the only people named in. It said Asian American. It said Asian American about 20, 30 times. I'm not even exaggerating either. Like, it specifically was naming them the whole time. So that's why I said these people are Democratic shills. They want jobs with the Democrats. They get paid by the Democrats, right? So again, Roland Martin is a shield, and a lot of these other people, because I started getting all these like weird friend requests all of a sudden from people, even on Twitter, on Instagram, Facebook. Like I just get random stuff, and it'd be like people just jump on there and challenge me. Well, I also have to understand too that I'm starting to get like some views and stuff, and I do have my stuff right at the bottom. Make sure y'all follow me and stuff like that. I don't even care if you're a coon. Just come on there so we can get it in, right? Because I don't mind defending my position. Like, we're gonna stand on what I stand on. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit that I'm wrong, and if I don't know, I'm definitely going to admit that I don't know, right? So, that's just is what it is. A lot of people act like they can't do that. But let me show you something else. I want to let me get into I'm gonna get into this real quick before I do that, right? Okay, so it was this Marcel had a video. I want to show y'all this. It's actually, this is why we need our own police, right? Because this happens on a daily basis. I actually put a video up of you're probably not gonna be able to hear that though. I put a video up of not a video. I posted something on Facebook of somebody put what's her name, man? Brittany Grinder. I should have just went to it on my page. You might have seen it when I was scrolling down, but I put a post up of Brittany Grinder, right? And Brittany Grinder, they said Brittany Grinder, her lawyer can't find her in the here, let me do this real quick. Right here. It's right here, actually. Yeah. So Brittany Grinder appears to vanish in Russia. Lawyers admit they don't know where she is. This is what I wrote to that. I wrote, this happens every day in the American prison industrial complex with the highest recidivism rate and prison population in the world. Majority of the prison population is Black, which is 50%, despite us committing only 25% of the crime. Niggas get lost every day, B, and it never hits the media. Because that's absolutely true, right? This happens every day. Stuff like this is happening in prison all the time, in the police station all the time. So, like, look, they need all one person because they look, the Black people actually trying to break it up for real, but he's scared to lose his job if he really jump in. Hold on, I'm gonna show y'all somebody else. So again, I'm gonna show you another video. Where is it at? I might have to, because I don't know if this if this is like, if the volume is being played, sometimes the volume, it doesn't play the volume. So I might have to go on Twitter. I'm gonna turn the volume off, but I'm gonna play it on my Twitter on my phone, because I know I'm at my Instagram on my phone, because I know that sometimes it doesn't play, and I want to make sure y'all be able to hear this. Let me see. Billy Carson. All right, I'm here. I'm right here, family. It's about to play right now. Give me 1 second. 1 second.
My pants touch my testicles. They like ease down and they put their hands right between my butt. They pulled my drawers down and dug in my rectum.
The alleged victims keep coming forward. 8 Milwaukee police officers are under internal investigation, accused of performing illegal strip searches, including cavity searches on the streets. Were they wearing any gloves?
No, I didn't see not one. There was no gloves.
Kevin Freeman Jr. claims back in December he and some friends were violated during a traffic stop.
When they searched me, they like ease down and they put their hands right between my butt. And I try to reach back and so when I try to reach back and try to stop them, they just got to slam.
See, this is why we need family. This is exactly why we need our own police departments, our own police, things like this, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I gave out the statistics. We committing less than about 25% of the crimes, with 50% of the jail population. Doesn't add up, right? We have the highest incarceration rate in the world. You know, they're getting cheap labor out of us. You can work for 10 straight years, and right, you can work for 10 straight years and still come home broke, right? So again, all of this is happening. The policing, the courts is corrupt. You can go look at my other videos that I did on the prison industrial complex. I got a video on that, and I got one called it's 2 videos. So in prison industrial complex, I think it's called, yeah, that's what it's called. And the other one is judicial warfare, or judicial war, economical and psychological warfare, or whatever. I think it's called that. Yeah, with my brother Sam Brown. But listen, we need something different, dog. The Democrats be in office, this still be going on. Republicans in office, this still going on. Like, when does all this stuff stop? So that's why I'm saying, like, we sit here and let these people keep practicing anti-Black racism against us, and we keep voting. And then as we vote, it's like, what the hell just happened? Okay. And as we vote, like, you know, nothing's changing. Like, nothing's changing. I seen a picture one day that said it had a picture of the hood, right? And it said under what's his name? Damn, I can't even think of his name. Obama, Trump, I can't think of Bush. You know, what's the other one that everybody liked? Clinton, right? And it had the same picture. Like, this shit looked totally the same. So again, you're all giving out all these resources to all these people. Matter of fact, hold on. We're gonna go right here. We're gonna go right here to our brother Flex. We're gonna go to Flex. Again, I might, damn man, I keep forgetting because my volume thing don't be working, family, on here. And I want to make sure that y'all get to hear the whole thing while you're watching it with me. All right, hold on. But yes, family, that's why I said we have to have a list of demands of things that we want, and we have to be able to articulate this to the people, you know, to the you know, the politicians, because things have to change.
Washington, D.C., a large rally which drew thousands has just taken place in Washington, D.C., demanding reparations be paid by the government to the living descendants of Black American slaves. Where reparations was once a popular talking point among Democrats and the liberal media, for some reason, after Joe Biden got elected, all the talk fell silent. However, the grassroots movement itself is gathering momentum, as was evident at the recent protest, representing a campaign which is gaining support from all over the country and even beyond. One of the common arguments used to counter calls for reparations is that there is no money available and therefore the plan is unrealistic, even if the political will existed among those in power. However, the Rally for Reparations organizer, Tariq Nasheed, debunked that very point when addressing the crowd, smashing the myth that the government doesn't have the money to address one of the greatest crimes in history.
Did you create a war in Afghanistan? Billions of your tax dollars go to the Afghanistani people. Did you cause a war in the Ukraine? Billions of your tax dollars go to the Ukrainian citizens. So since we're giving all of that tax dollars to these people who are not even citizens for the most part, we're going to make sure the real compensation and the real check is going to be cut for the people who deserved it, who built this country from the ground up, who cultivated the culture of this country. Foundation of Black Americans, ladies and gentlemen. Say reparations!
Despite the large DC crowd attracting huge numbers, newsworthy in its own right, apart from one exception, mainstream media chose to completely ignore the rally. In addition to the calls for reparations to be paid, other crucial points were also raised. The clear need for an anti-black hate crime bill to offer a layer of protection for black people against ongoing police violence is another central demand at the heart of the reparations movement. The political class have ignored the calls for reparations ever since the days of slavery. The reality, however, as this campaign continues to accelerate, is that the US government cannot hide forever and will be made to account for the crimes committed against its own black citizens.
So there you go, family. In context, shout out to that brother for making that, because we need that. That's what I'm saying. We need that, family. And we can't let these people keep sitting here doing us dirty, making us seem like we the criminal class when it's obvious, right, that white people are committing the most crimes, right? They're committing 60 to 70% of the crimes in the country, but we're the majority of the prison population. It doesn't add up. It doesn't make any sense. So again, we need specific policies strictly for us. Not no policies that addresses everybody's needs, because we have particular issues that need to be addressed strictly for us, right? So let me get into our brother, Ronald Dalton Jr. I'm gonna share my screen real quick again. And we're going to get into his apology. Not his apology, excuse me. This is nowhere near an apology. He said, press release, I'm not apologizing for nothing because I can't be anti-Semitic because I'm an Israelite, a Shemite, still waiting for a debate with the top rabbi to prove who is an Israelite by blood and who can rightly use the word anti-Semitic. Okay, so November 6th, he wrote this press statement. He said, I vehemently reject, and condemn any forms of prejudice or hatred towards any person, regardless of their race, religion, ethnicity, lineage, ancestry, or sex, as well as violence, racism, bullying, discrimination, Black Jew phobia, and the misuse of the term anti-Semitism. The African diaspora that was sent to the Americans and the Caribbeans via the transatlantic slave trade are ethnically the Israelites of the Bible from the lineage of Shem. Therefore, myself and anyone today who is the descendant of Shem, 5 sons, cannot be anti-Semitic or Shemite, and I am against any form of anti-Semitism or Shemitism, anti-Shemitism in America or worldwide. Racist scapegoating, as well as unfair tactics that hold communities of color responsible for societal problems must stop. It is our collective duty to create a society where everyone has the same opportunities, irrespective of their race, religion, ethnicity, or sex. Freedom of speech and freedom of expression should not be seen as infringement, but unfortunately, based on what we have seen lately in the news, this is sad reality in America. We definitely have to work to fix this. Have to work more to fix this, right? The Israelites are dedicated to collaborating with all groups to make it possible for people of all backgrounds that watch the documentary Hebrews to Negros, Wake Up Black America, just as one might in the 1977 Roots TV miniseries, which is shown annually every February during Black History Month. The mass media relies on promotion, exclusivity, stroking fear, and assigning blame to those that go against the narratives. Everyone should be free to approach their past without worrying that they will be singled out, vilified, and bullied. I implore everyone to take the time to read my books, watch my movie documentaries, then fact check everything so that we all have a full understanding of the true history of Black people in the diaspora, which is now being told from different perspectives using the study history, theology, geography, choreograph, biology, craniology, odontology, genetics, linguistics, archaeology, anthropology, and more. I provide the evidence to substantiate that the information in my visual excuse me, family. The information in my visual literacy work is indeed factual. Hopefully, all of this is done. We can begin to forge a nation founded on our complete history. I pray that we are able to continue to bring people together of all backgrounds to embrace historical events and facts that are detrimental to the progression of our society as a whole. That is very, I'm going to say this about that, right? So again, shout out to our brother for not buck breaking. Again, I don't subscribe to any of that. And anybody that does, again, as I always say, that is your prerogative. I don't knock you for what you subscribe to, right? I don't care if you devil worshiping. I don't care what you're doing, right? Especially if you Black, I don't care about it at all. Can we build together and can we create something that was created before and sustain it this time, right? And then after all of that is done, then we can have that debate, because I'm gonna tell you right now, some people in the community like Brother Garfield, who got some Shaka Utmost, Brother Polite. It's a couple, the God Killer. So it's a lot of people in our community. Dr. Kaba, he's not Dr. Kaba, but Baba Kaba. It's a lot of people in our community that refutes, the whole Israelite thing, right? So again, that's up for debate, you know what I mean? Because we all don't subscribe to that. We all don't think, everybody has their little evidence to prove things are different, right? But I do get it. If you subscribe to the Bible or the Torah or any of those books, for the most part, it is what they say in there will substantiate what he's talking about. I just think there is other evidence that refutes that, as far as, just the whole Bible thing in general. Not saying that, it will refute everybody's situation in the whole religious aspect, right? So white Jews, Black Jews, Chinese Jews, it's just going to obliterate all of y'all whole concept. But again, to each his own. I don't knock you if that's what you do, but again, our brother stood 10 toes down, just like he was supposed to. You're not going to buck dance on the truth. Again, I noticed that every time somebody wants to debate these rabbis and stuff, they never want no sauce. You feel me? Even though I don't agree with the information, I would love to see the debate, because I know just based off the books and based off a person who believes that you're not going to be able to get around. You're not going to be able to get around whatever he got to show you. You know what I'm saying? Because again, if you're dealing with that and you're dealing with, as a believer, you're going to have to subscribe to that information, right? So yeah, even when I was a believer, I know that, what it does say in there is definitely not talking about any other people besides people that was in Africa. You know what I'm saying? So, but again, that's only if you subscribe to it. But yes, back to Donald Trump and these Democrats and these Republicans. Again, I'm not a Donald Trump fan. I'm not going to say that I'm rooting for Donald Trump to win. I kind of am. I ain't gonna lie. I kind of am. Still not gonna vote unless he got some tangibles. But I would love to see the Democrats just crash and effing burn for real, bro. Because like at the end of the day, y'all don't do anything. Y'all don't do anything to change the dynamic for the people who actually take the time to put you in office. You literally practice benign neglect and make sure that you just like forget about us. Like those days are over. Those days are absolutely over. We can't rock with that at all. Again, yeah, we just have to put our foot down. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button, that share button. Again, you know they try to suppress Black content creators. So again, I try to, delve into different topics so that I'm not like just some one trick pony and, because even though it's always going to be positive, it's always going to be a Black, it's always going to be rooted in Black consciousness or pro-Blackness. All of my videos, no matter what I'm talking about. But yeah, they do try to suppress our content. So the only way to get around that is to support each other. And, and to support, you got to hit that subscribe button, man. You got to hit that like button, drop some comments in the comment section, and get it popping in the algorithm, because that's the only way it can get out there so the masses can get this, because they scared, bro. They scared of people like us. This is why somebody like Roland Martin, I'm a nobody. Like, why are you blocking me? I don't sit here and be like, yo, F you, F this. You feel what I'm saying? I don't talk crazy to you. I just come on your joint just like everybody else, and I give my 1-2. You know what I'm saying? I put what what I feel as though is correct, and you could easily just correct me. But again, instead of that, y'all want to block people and you want to keep people, from being able to address the people who follow you so they don't get the truth, right? Again, I always say I would love to see some of these people, even like Michael Eric Dyson, he debated Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown tore him up, but Judge Joe Brown, he did a good job. I'm not even going to sit here and stunt and say he didn't do a good job, but I would just like to see him debate somebody else. Judge Joe Brown talks kind of slow to me. That shit was really kind of boring. Like and it's funny because I still watched the whole thing because I just wanted to see it. I like debates and things like that. But I just think I would just like to see you debate somebody different, right? Somebody younger, somebody more up tempo. Judge Joe Brown has a whole bunch of knowledge, though. That's why I love Judge Joe Brown. I never take anything from him. But he's also on that whole conservative train. He really don't believe in reparations. I don't rock with that part at all. But again, we always can agree to disagree. I still think you're more beneficial to the community than not. So just because I don't agree that you don't agree with reparations, I'm not going to not keep kicking it with you or not follow you or not like you anymore, because we tend to do that a lot in our community. So we got to get away from that. Again, family, benign neglect is being practiced. And if you don't know what benign neglect is, you have to look into it. I actually got a little video right here that'll break it down, so we can
own and control a sufficient amount of anything to be competitive in America, and you've been marginalized now for 400 years. You're getting ready to be buried. You can get buried underneath a whole broad groups of ambiguous groupings. That's everything from culture groups, language groups, and gender groups. You're going down. It's no longer an issue. You better get reparations and get it fast. Two is going to a new period called benign neglect, okay, or callous indifference, right, or out of sight, out of mind. So then it said, Monahan came up with a policy by the late 60s or early 70s saying it's time for us to move from focusing on Black folk to focus on Indians, Hispanics, and women. Real life examples of benign neglect. Why not target the African American community? Why not say then, this is for you, this is for African Americans? If there was a banking crisis, then you target money for the banks. If there was a national disaster, you target your money for the national for disaster relief.
That's not how America works. America works when all of us are pulling together and everybody is focused on making sure that every single person has opportunity.
So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's
So again, family, make sure you hit that subscribe button, make sure you hit that like button, that share button, and that notification bell so you can be notified when we put out some more content. Look, family, I have to go. I appreciate all of y'all. I appreciate your time, the energy you take, and the the time that you put in to come check me out and to do what you do. Make sure y'all stay safe. I love y'all. We up out of here, man. We up out of here, man. Stay safe. And yo, listen, man, make sure y'all standing on y'all square, man. Stand on your truth. Your truth is your truth. Don't let nobody waver you from your truth. If it is what it is, stand solid on what you believe in, man. Regardless of what you believe in, whether you believe in the Bible, whether you believe in, anything. I don't care what you believe in. Just stand in your truth, man. Don't let nobody, talk you up. Because I'm not in here, even though I don't agree with any of the religious stuff, I'm not trying to talk anybody out or make you not a believer no more or anything like that. That's not my thing. You feel what I'm saying? Do what you do. Just make sure you work with the people. You feel me? Just make sure you still wanting to build with somebody that don't agree with what you agree with, right? That don't agree with what you deal with, right? A lot of people not going to deal with some of the stuff that I deal with, but that doesn't mean that we can't work together. You feel what I'm saying? So again, family, peace and blessings. Peace, love, and reparations, man. Y'all have a great day. I'm out of here.